And we are live. Welcome everyone. This is your host Abraham Jaguar. In a few moments, I will do a sound check. First of all, this channel is proudly partnered with the What the Funk shop. Please check out their store. For all sorts of products, they have dice, miniatures, Game Master screens, home decorations, and many other things. You will find the link in the description and in the pinned comment. And make sure that you use my code for a special discount. I was just thinking if I had monetized the video, but yes, it is all set up. Now, a moment please, I will check the sound. It sounds good. Tonight, we are continuing the White Album visual novel. Let me set it up to full screen. Now then, where should I go today? It is the 26th. It is almost the 29th. That's going to be key. No. Misaki is the less boring choice. I kind of want to go out today. I head downtown. Oh, it's Misaki. Misaki. Oh, Fuji. The volume of the music is still too high in my opinion. There we go. Oh, Fuji. Hello. Hello. What's going on? She looks like she wants to chat. I was thinking of picking up a book to read. Do you have any recommendations? Misaki is the person to go with requests like this. While Akira certainly knows more than a thing or two about books, his tastes are a little too gross for me. Let's see. Poetry sometimes makes for a nice change of pace. Poetry? It's a world I'm completely unfamiliar with. I've considered trying it out though. I knew you were into novels, but I didn't realize you read poetry too. Only sometimes, hehe. She really is an almighty literary goddess. She might be young, but she's still older than me. Okay then, what would you suggest I start with? I'm not really that well versed in poetry, but I can tell you what I've liked so far. Thus far. From my limited experience, I'd probably suggest Browning. Oh yeah? I've been meaning to read his work for a while now, but I only just got around to it the other day. I figured it's fall, so why not give it a shot? Wow. I never realized someone like Misaki who loves reading would need an excuse to pick up a book. You found his writing entertaining? I wouldn't say that per se. More like the words flow together beautifully. He has a way with language. When he describes the sunlight, you can almost feel it on your skin. It sounds weird when I say it like that, hehe. But that's how beautiful his poetry is. Wow. Her description of his work is enough to pull me in, despite my total disinterest in literature. I have one of his books with me. I'd be happy to lend it to you. Oh, really? I guess she did just mention how she only recently became a fan of his work. Yeah. I really like it, although I'm not sure if it's quite to your taste, Fuji. As she says that, she hands me a paperback book the size of an ordinary novel. Thanks, I'll give it a shot. But I warn you in advance, I'm a really slow reader. That's okay. Give it back whenever you're done. And don't feel any pressure to finish if the subject matter doesn't really interest you. The editing. Sure. Based on the way she described it earlier, I doubt I'll hate it that much. Are you really sure though? Doesn't this book mean a lot to you? Yeah, I already read it though. Also, I know you'll treat it with the care and respect it deserves, Fuji. Yep, I'll absolutely read it carefully. In fact, knowing that it's one of Misaki's favorite books, I will protect it with my life. Thanks for letting me borrow it, Misaki. It's fine. Hehehe. Seeing her delighted smile, I carefully placed the book in my bag. Telephone. Someone's calling. Check. Yes, this is Fuji speaking. Oh, Toya. This is Rina Ogata. As soon as I pick up the phone, they immediately say my name as if to confirm who I am. But who's calling me? He never recognizes the voice. This voice sounds familiar. Rina? There is a short pause before she answers. Oh, sorry. I forgot to tell you my name. No problem. I'm the only one who'd answer anyway. That's not it. No matter how close you might be with someone, it's still polite to introduce yourself. Oh, right. Rina is pretty strict when it comes to etiquette. Though I guess being an idol means she's more sensitive about making sure she protects her image. So much so that it's pretty unusual for her to forget such a common social platitude. Are you tired, Rina? Do I sound tired? Not exactly. You just seem kind of out of it. Are you busy? I hate using work as an excuse, but well, with the music festival coming up, I don't even have time for practice, let alone anything else. She is the front runner for first place. I guess her ability goes beyond simple talent, huh? But everyone else is going through the same thing as me, so I feel bad complaining. Everyone else, naturally, that includes Yuki too. Rina seems to have no qualms about competing against her younger sister-like colleague, Yuki. Whatever the outcome, I'll be praying that both of them can give the competition their best shot. Is there anything... Excuse me. Is there something I can do for you today? I try to figure out why she's calling, only to once again be met by silence. Rina? Oh, right, She suddenly begins hemming and hawing. What's going on with her today? Rina's usually the one who prefers cutting right to the chase without wasting time. Do you need me to come in as an AD? No, nothing like that. She's being wildly evasive, weirdly evasive. So, is there something you want to talk to me about? Not exactly. Why is she doing that? I didn't call you for any specific reason. Oh, I see. So in other words, just wanted to chat? I'm sorry, I just called without considering if this was a good time for you or not. Oh, he's not doing anything. No, it's fine, you know me, I'm never really busy anyway. With her worrying about catching me at a bad time, I feel like our usual positions have been flipped. I'm still bothering you, aren't I? Oh, not in the slightest. I was honestly just hanging around my room doing nothing. But also, you shouldn't have to worry about all that kind of stuff when you're calling a friend, you know? We're friends? Yeah, of course. Right. Because that's what friends are for, huh? Exactly, don't worry about it so much. There you go. Always cheering me up. Yeah, all I did was talk to you on the phone though. Still, just that means a lot to me. When I hear her say how our phone call means a lot to her, I feel my heart skip a bit. Since I see my brother and Yuki at work all the time, you might be the only person I consider to be a friend who I call on the phone like this. Oh, right, that makes sense. Thinking about it, it seems kind of obvious that she wouldn't have any work friends. Our ideas of what makes this call meaningful might be different, but that doesn't change the fact that I'm the only one Rina calls. And I feel truly honored. Oh, was that a car horn? Are you outside? Yeah, I just left the studio. So, yeah? I was wondering, can I come over? Ooh. Oh, Oh, her question catches me completely off guard. Rina, coming here right now? Sorry, I'm being selfish again. I really would bother you if I suddenly showed up at your door, huh? It really would be. Sorry, it was just an impulsive thought. Forget it. As quickly as she as quickly as she brought it up, she retracts her request to come visit me. No, no, she's acting really weird today, in so many ways. Rina, come over. Something must have happened. I get the feeling it's probably related to work, or her brother. But if she wants to come here, then it means she wants to talk about something. Well, it's not like I'm doing anything of any grave importance right now. And I know exactly what to say at a time like this, when a friend's clearly in trouble. It's fine, come on over. But I was pretty bored anyway. Besides, you shouldn't have to feel shy or anything. We're friends. I'm sorry. Her voice is so quiet that I can barely hear her. I answer in as cheerful a voice as I can muster, acting like I didn't hear her. Do you want me to wait here for you? You're going to get a ride over, right? Or should I meet you somewhere? Hang on. We should probably go somewhere public. Somewhere near Ibukicho. But preferably where there aren't as many people. Any ideas? There's a park near the station. Think you can find it? Yeah. Wait, how do you know about it? Did you forget already? I stopped by your place around New Year's. I passed the park along the way. You really saw it? Yeah. There aren't any other parks, right? Nope. There's only one near the station. But are you sure you want to meet there? You wouldn't prefer a cafe or something? I want to be able to talk to you openly, Toya. I'd rather be alone with you than drinking coffee. Alone with me. I know I shouldn't read too much into those words, and yet my heart starts racing in response. Okay then, I'll meet you at the Ibukicho Park. I'm on my way now. But what about you, Toya? I'm practically out the door. Don't feel like you have to hurry. I'm not rushing over. Okay, sure. Okay then, let's. How mysterious. I wonder what she wants. Oops, I almost forgot my key. Let's save. There's no way I can take my time. After Rina asked me to meet her. Despite her telling me not to rush, I find myself doing just that as I run out the door. To be fair, I'd easily get to the meeting point before she does, even if I walked really slowly. I can't help but feel like I need to hurry. I race over the dry asphalt in the direction of the park, thankful that it's not snowing today. Punt, punt, punt. White clouds of my breath obscure my vision. I wave them away in annoyance, despite knowing they'll vanish within seconds. Still not here yet. When she said she was on her way, she was just outside the studio, meaning it still might be another 5 minutes. Not nearly enough time to go somewhere else and come back. Might as well stay put. Still, when she called, she made it seem like she needed to see me right away, despite her words saying otherwise. Maybe it's something she can't talk about on the phone. Still, the Rina I know would have at least mentioned she had something she wanted to to me about ahead of time instead of leaving me completely in the dark. Meaning something must have happened. Yuki and Eiji are always nearby. Her wanting to meet me outside of work means it might be something she doesn't want them to overhear. Either that or maybe she just wanted to see me. Ah, yeah, right. Right? And he's remembering the kiss. Hang on a sec. That girl running in my direction is it Rina? No, it's still too early for her to be here. Not enough time has passed. Though from where I'm standing it looks like her. Oh, is it really Rina? But how did she get here so fast? So fast? Rina? Oh, she runs right by me, seemingly without seeing me. Pant, pant, pant. I watch as she looks around frantically. Hmm. As she struggles to catch her breath, she smooths her coat and tousled hair. Then she begins walking again, looking far less frazzled. This is no time to stand here silently watching her go. Rina! Hip! Toya! What's wrong? It's me. You ran here? I never do anything like that. Her denial sounds almost reflexive. You're the one who's all sweaty. Oh, yeah, not like I ran here or anything, though. Of course. What exactly did we both run here for? To be fair, I'd rather have gotten here first than taken my time and made her wait. Why don't we sit on that bench instead of standing here? Hmm? No, I'm fine standing. The bench is in a far more noticeable spot. I get it. You want to avoid more public spots because you're not incognito today. I didn't want to waste time going back to the green room. I didn't want to keep you waiting for too long. It would have been fine. Like I said, I was just killing time. But more importantly, won't it be a huge mess if someone sees you? Don't worry, I mean, it's already twilight, right? People don't pay as much attention to those around them now. Why is that? Because everyone's focused on getting wherever they are going. Makes sense. Everyone's en route to where they belong, from students going home to salesmen heading back to the office. And in the midst of all that, we're meeting in the park. That's far too figurative for me to see it as romantic. For someone as famous as you, Rina, it's better to err on the side of caution, like slipping past crowds of people as quickly as possible. I told you I didn't run here. I didn't say you did. At any rate, I guess we're standing here. We slip around behind a nearby fountain. So what's going on? Weren't you busy getting ready for the music festival? My next practice session just happened to be cancelled. So you just suddenly had some free time? Yeah, exactly. So that's the only reason why she wanted to see me? That. One more thing. What thing? I wonder what it could be. Stop acting like you don't know. Such a tease. Hehe, fine. She takes a deep breath, as if calming herself down like earlier. I'm here as Yuki's messenger. I figured it would cheer her up if I told her how you were doing. That's the real reason why she's here? No, not at all. Thinking about it rationally, it makes sense. What exactly was I hoping for? Her willingness to take time out of her own busy schedule to do something nice for Yuki is very sweet. I'm kind of jealous of Yuki. That's very nice of you. Wait, why am I jealous of Yuki? It's a win-win situation, honestly, because now I know Yuki will help me out next time I'm in a jam. Having said that, she's the type to try to handle everything on her own until she absolutely can't. How is Yuki doing anyway? Hasn't caught any colds or anything, right? Honestly, she's almost too healthy. She was walking around the station this morning, gargling, saying the throat is the cornerstone of one's well-being. With a mixture of salt and warm water, right? Yep, you got it. Of course. She recently tagged on to the proper method for hand washing. Oh yeah, and what is that? You start by washing your wrists, I think. Really? Why the wrists? Is she really okay? No recent fevers or anything? Swift. You're terrible, Toya. We must share a similar sense of humor as she is unable to hold back her laughter. She resumes talking about Yuki between giggles, but still clearly amused. Yuki's doing okay, also because she and my brother are practically joined at the hip. He seems to be taking good care of her. Yeah, I had no idea. It's always with Eiji, huh? No, don't read too much into it. No, really read into it. I mean, Yuki's an up-and-coming idol, and Eiji is her producer, composer, and president of her management company. In fact, they've spent practically every day together ever since she joined his company with the specific goal of becoming a famous singer. The only thing that's different is the way I've come to feel about it. You seem surprisingly okay with that. Oh, with what? Or maybe not. What are you talking about? No need to fear. Shinosuka is with her today. Her presence will keep my brother in check. I'm not worried about that. Despite still being a relative newcomer to the industry, she has someone by her side to support her. Even with the dizzying amount of work on her plate, I know she's incredibly happy with where she is. And I should be happy for her. Even more so when I think about her. Are you sad that she's doing so well? What makes you think that? Well, as her boyfriend? I'm sure you miss her so much that you can't even eat, right? I'm eating enough. Though to be fair, I can't say with any confidence that she's entirely wrong. Hey. What? I was just teasing you. Huh? Yuki misses you. A lot. No matter how much attention she gets from fans and station staff, it's not the same. Only your love for her can fill that emptiness. Rina. She's still getting her work done regardless. For what it's worth, it's pretty strong. She doesn't let her loneliness show when she's on stage. She's always been that way, even when we were kids. She seems fickle and unreliable, and yet she uses her anxieties and weaknesses as a springboard toward the future. Seeing her trying so hard is encouraging in its own way. But it also makes me feel like she's leaving me behind at the same time. Though I know how selfish that viewpoint is. I don't think I could do it. I'm not sure I could realistically handle not being able to see my favorite person for that long. I'd do whatever I could to make time to see them. Here Rina is trying to indirectly confess her feelings towards Toya. Like I wouldn't treat you that way. Not like I've ever been in love with anyone. She flashes a self-deprecating smile. It comes off as a show of courage and or loneliness. She talks about love as if it's something out of her reach. Unlike Yuki, Rina comes off as strong. Well, no, she is strong, and yet at her core, she is unexpectedly fragile and sensitive. And I can't help but feel somewhat closer to her because of it. It changes her from an idol on a stage, seemingly so impossibly far away, to an ordinary girl. She looks at me hesitantly. I get the feeling that our time together here in the park is coming to a close. She averts her gaze almost apologetically. Sorry about that. She rummages through her coat pocket, searching for the source of the annoying noise. Yes, Ogata speaking. Oh, okay. No, I didn't realize. Okay, I'll be right there. But I'm so sorry for all of this. I'll get back as soon as possible. Bye. It's all too easy for me to figure out what that phone call was about. And yet neither of us seem to want to talk about it. A few moments pass in silence. Sorry, I really have to go. Sure. I had no intention of ever... Yeah, I know. Sorry for running off like this. And after I forced you out of your apartment just to see me. Don't worry about it. I always enjoy our conversations. I'll be in touch. I'll make it up to you. I promise. Her usual laid-back smile quickly resurfaces. I'd been pretty worried based on her behavior over the phone, since it was so unlike how she usually acts. But I guess I read too much into it. In person, she was back to her usual self. The Rina that I've become very familiar with. Okay then. See ya. Yep, later. She rushes past me. Even her profile, which I glimpse out of the corner of my eye, looks the same as always. So what was that just now? I can't help but think she's putting on a brave face. It's easy enough to fake a smile after all. I have a feeling that, with her back turned, that smile was quickly replaced by a far more somber expression. I force down the words I want to say, frowning at the unfairness of it all. My anxiety comes rushing back. I have nothing I can point to with any uncertainty as evidence, but as I watch her walk away, it's impossible for me to picture a smile on her face. Can I really can I really let her walk off like this? Stop her! Stop her! Hey, it's enough to stop her in her tracks, despite how quiet my voice is. But she makes no move to turn around. That's enough to make me think I lost my chance. Need something? Yes. I nod vaguely as I remember something else. Our phone call earlier. It's pretty out of character, almost unthinkable for Rina to put her feelings before anyone else's. So there's something else going on here. Because of this anxiety, perhaps something brought about by the music festival itself. But she was able to somehow calm herself down before she reached the park. She didn't want to bother me with her problems, even up to the last minute, though it wouldn't have bothered me at all. I was wondering, can I come over? When Rina asked me that, I remember being overjoyed, thinking she felt comfortable coming to me for help. Can't do much, but I can at least listen to her problems, which might have been all she needed to keep going. All I want is for her to open up, at least a little, so she doesn't keep everything bottled up inside. And until that happens, I'll still be there to support her in any way I can. That's what I want to tell her, even if things take a turn for the worse. I have a message for Yuki. Oh, oh, sure. Please tell her this, that I'm really worried about Rina. You really want me to tell her that? When I was a kid, I took everything at face value. Good luck. That little phrase says everything. But when we become adults, we realize there are hidden meanings to everything. Yeah, I fumbled my way through an attempt at cheering her up. Actually, what I really want to say is there's no need to get worked up over stuff like the music festival. Everyone on TV and in the magazines is saying that Rina's the prime candidate for first place. Who cares what actually happens? That's proof enough that everyone knows how talented Rina is. No matter what anyone says, there will never be anyone like her. That's not good enough as far as encouragement goes. But she still seems to be waiting for me to continue. But I can't say I necessarily agree, because I want you to get first place. It would be unfair if you didn't, because you are number one. And you worked so hard. Haha, what am I saying, right? All I ever do is make a mess of everything. Sorry for burdening you with my selfish ramblings. You're never a burden or a bother. Well then, good luck with the music festival. Though I know I don't really need to tell you that. A rapidly rising sense of shame and guilt pushes me back. I start walking away from the park while trying hard not to run, lacking the courage to look back at her. Wait! I hear the sound of crunching under shoes behind me. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, I don't know why I said that. No, wait. I hear her trying to call me back, but I can't seem to stop my feet from moving. For crying out loud. She catches up to me right away. I don't even have time to turn around. Another kiss? No, just that. I've been holding myself back for so long. Oh, she's going to reveal some things. Save the game. But we shall have to leave that for the next live stream, which will happen the day after tomorrow, probably. thank you for watching this live stream. In less than, well, more like around 30 minutes or less, 30 minutes or less, I am going to be streaming a Virtua Fighter 5 Revo. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, consider joining as a member using the Super Thanks button. Like, subscribe, take a look at the information in the description, the pinned comment. This has been your host, Abraham L. Jaguar, and remember, level up in game and level up in life. Once again, thank you, and see you later.